Okay, what is the difference between lookup and next? How to calculate running total? How to calculate running total? Right. That's correct. What is the difference between calculate calculated column and measure? The same question they will ask different way. What is the uh, difference between row context and filter context? Okay. How to calculate YTD? Okay. And how to change the dimension field dynamically in the visualization? How to set up incremental refresh? What are the types of gateways? What is the use of it?
Dynamic RLS.
How to set up RLS for the users? What are the DAX functions we'll use in RLS configuration? How will you share your reports to the end users? What is the uh, what is the difference between rank and dense rank? What is difference between sum and sum x? How to improve the performance of the Power BI report. What is the query folding and query binding in Power BI? How to calculate moving average using the DAX? What is the difference between calculate and calculated table? What is the use of all select all except functions? What are the different types of licenses in Power BI? And advantages? How to implement object level security in Power BI?
Roles roles could have met. Shrinu.
Yeah, different types of roles in Power BI. To create calendar table in Power BI. What is the field parameter? So majorly these are and few more DAX also. So these kind of questions that are expected to be rise from him. His interviewer can get it, ask such kind of questions. So at least in this, we can get it 5 to 6 questions. Okay. So DAX, a few more DAX queries. Those will be gated like so YTD sales, previous year YTD sales, and QTD MTD sales. How we can do that, and rank X. So how you can calculate the ranks for it, and what is the related table and related functions. When we use the use relationship function, how you can calculate second highest cell. Okay, top two records, how we can get it. So selected category in card. So if I selected country category, in that category I want to show in my cards. So kind of uh, cards, how we can get it. So these kind of measures and few more. So what we discussed that those can be, you should be thorough with these answers. Okay, and
Okay.
this is also what you can do in Power BI desktop, what you can do in Power BI services, and what is the in the both places, what are the options we can find it. Okay, so these are all you need to keep it handy whenever, and you can able to be answer it.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second, let me connect my bad charger.
How to improve the performance of visual? Same question for Power BI. Yeah.
So how to improve the performance of the Power BI report, right?
Performance of the visual learning.
Yeah, visual in the sense it's a report. Visualization is the report. Report and visualization both are
Okay.
same, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
there is, I have so many options we have it for that. You can go for see. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
So these are all options we use it. Okay. So what is the limited number of visualization for the dashboard and report? If you are creating one page, the page should be can have the limited number of visualizations. Don't keep all the visualization into the same page. Okay, that's not a
Okay.
best practices method. So keep it limited number of visualizations in that particular page. Suppose I have a 50 visualizations. Don't put all the visualizations same page. For loading that, it will take time. Okay, keep it 5 visualizations or 10 visualization one page. Categorize that and move the other visualization to the next page. Okay.
Okay.
And the next one, use calculated measures and filter to be limited complex measures, aggregation in the data model. So when you go for write a calculated measures and complex measures, it's like the next, what next point you can say that if you go for create a calculated columns, so calculated columns can occupy the memory and it will be run in the row context. What are the calculated columns you can create it? If I have 1,000 rows of data, 1,000 times the calculation can be executed, each and every row, 1,000 rows, right? So try to avoid writing the calculated columns over there and keep create measures. Measures can be work on filter context. So calculated columns work on row context. So we try to be written a number of calculated columns. We can go for create measures. So it will improve the performance of the report. And use the star schema instead of Snowflake schema when possible. What is the use the star schema? Star schema means one fact table connected directly with multiple dimension tables. So definition, while you are answering, you should be very perfect. One fact table connected multiple dimensions. It's a direct connection. The in between should not be any relation. Fact table directly connected with multiple dimension tables is called a star schema. Okay. What is mean by dimension? What is mean by fact? There may be a next question would be what is mean by dimension? What is mean by fact? Dimension table means dimension table contains descriptive information. Descriptive information means suppose if you take an employee first name, last name, employee email ID, employee PAN card, employee Aadhaar number, employee official email ID, employee experience, employee phone number. This is all the description about that particular employee. All right. So if you go with a customer dimension, the customer first name, last name, customer email ID, customer address, customer country, customer state, customer gender, customer marital status. These are all personal details about the customer, right? These details cannot be changed very regularly. So that's why we can say that data we have it in master data. The dimension table contains descriptive information or master data. Okay, so dimension table contain descriptive information, master data, we say that. So like what are the dimensions we have it? Fact dimensions are, you can say that a customer dimension, you can say that product dimension, time dimension table. Okay, product dimension. These are all come under the dimensions only. What is mean by fact table then? The fact table contains measures. You can say that the fact table contains measures and foreign keys of the dimension table. The fact table contains measures and foreign key of the dimension table. So the dimensions and facts are connected to the primary key foreign key relationship. Okay. So you need to be explain this when they ask it, what is the star schema, what is the fact table, and what is the dimension table. Simple definitions, very simple. You can write it. Execute the same. Fact table contains numerical values and foreign keys of the dimension table. Okay, dimension table contains descriptive information or master data, we can say that. That's all. What is a star schema? Star schema, one fact table directly connected with multiple dimension tables is called a star schema. So what is a snowflake schema? Snowflake schema
Directly connected.
means in the star schema, particular dimension table can have the subdimensions, then we can call it as a snowflake schema. Okay, it's extension. Snowflake schema is extension of star schema. The particular dimension table can have the subdimension. We can call it as snowflake schema. So why you prefer star schema than snowflake schema means when you have the number of joins increase, so the query validations need to be done and it will take the more time to be execute that. So that's why we can prefer that where the star schema.
Okay.
Okay. And these are all the other options how to improve the performance of it, performance of the report, and performance tuning. You can check that. So, and detail be explained here. You can see a limited number of visualizations in the dashboard, and use the calculated measure fields and limited complex measures. Okay, and coming to that, push calculation to the source. So if the calculated columns we are writing it, right? So is there any possibility to calculate those in the database side? Then we can push that calculation into database and get the data from database itself. That's a push the calculation into source. Push the calculated source into recommended flows. The process is to be data source. Optimize the query processing. Being closer to the source can be increase the performance of the speed. Okay, if any calculation that can be done by the database side, you can push that calculation to database side and get it from there. So it will be improve the performance of it. Okay, and avoid the bidirectional and many to many relationship against the high cardinality columns. So we have that. I have a two tables which are directly connected with many to many relationship. How can we avoid that, and how can we uh, remove that bidirectional? So when we have the many to many relationship, so we try to create a bridge table between these two fact tables. The bridge table can have that two keys which are related to both the tables, and you can connect it to that two facts with that one to many relationship. Okay, if they ask you that I have a many to many relation between two tables, how can you resolve that issue? You can simply say that we create a one bridge table. The bridge table can connect it to both the facts. So we remove the many to many relation between those tables. Okay, and replace the auto generate data table with the custom data tables in the model. Uh, so auto generated table means while you are loading it, some tables can be get generated. So we can remove that. And security enable optimal row level security, and designs align the cache update frequency with the data source refresh. Personal information, get rid of unnecessary interactions between users. So get rid of unnecessary interactions between visualizations. If you have unnecessary interactions, try to be remove it. Reduce the number of queries. So you can go for reduce the number of queries hitting the. So we have the option Power Query Editor, reduce the number of queries sent. Okay, and we have the slicer. Using the slicer also we do control it. So slices are very useful to make the navigate easier for the users, but we must careful because of each slicer launch two queries. So if you use that slicer launch two queries, as we have already noted, queries affect the performance of the reports and consume a lot of capacity. Okay, so slices can be created on calculated columns, not in measures, right? So if we are using that slicer, so it can be executed in row context, right? So the data can be executed in row context. So that's a time consuming process it's saying. So these are all the points which can be improve the performance of the report. So these are all points, majorly at least six to 7 points you need to be specified. So which one we can go for? Improve the performance of the report. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. I will share these points. You can go through that. Okay.
Okay, okay, sure.
So how to set up the incremental refresh? So they will ask you that. Let me see the scenario. If you want to set up an incremental refresh, sorry, rule running total, sorry. So how you can write is DAX query for get the running totals. So what you can write it?
Total summa.
Yeah, that's we can do it many ways. Excuse me. Let me show you.
Okay.
Suppose we have the order date and sales. Okay, I select the order date here. What I'm doing is just I don't want to get all the data. I can filter with only last 30 days something we have. You can see that we have the last 30 days data here. So simple. If you want to show that last 30 days data, you can go with the date field and mention relative dates, and 30 you can mention it. We can get the last 30 days data. Okay. So if I want to get the running totals, how you can write the measure? You can go with a new measure. Okay. Uh, you are saying the total. So you can use the total YTD, or you don't want that total YTD. Calculate. Okay. Calculate sum of sales. So calculate sum of sales, comma. So what is mean by running total is what are the dates we have it. I want to be summarized continuously by the all the previous records. Suppose I have it July 18. July 18 is sum up with the July 17 and July 18, and I want to get it here. July 20, I want to sum up these three records. July 21, I want to sum up these all the records. Previous all record need to be get added and get show the total value. For that, what we do is order date, the order date less than or equal to max date. What would be the max date in the our data set? So max of order date. Okay, simple. You can take it as max of order date. Calculate sum of sales, ordered sales. Order date is less than or equal to max of order date. Simple condition. You can write it and go for execute this and drag into the report. So now you can see that is we are getting expected result or not here. Are we getting expected results?
One.
No, you can see almost it is getting 1 lakh 19,000 something, but that much of data we don't have it. Suppose if you have it here, July 16, 2024, 316. So 186,4,516. Yeah, let me write a calculated column here. Calculator. So we have it 16th July. What is the total running total? Uh,
Three.
one
Uh,
one
186.
eight 1864
6. 516.
516
Point
point
five
four eight.
four eight.
Okay, and plus plus what value we need to be added? 2191 we want to be added. Uh, or we can add this to 316. I want to get this value, right? Or we need to be sum of these two. This value and this value we can getting here. And when I go for add this 2000 to this one, we can get this value. Okay, Wednesday value. So I want to add it to the 2191 plus 2191. Okay,
Point
point
eight seven.
point 87.
87. Yeah.
Are you getting same?
180. Mm.
Again, add this value to this 1866708. Okay, so this one 2106 7.79 plus 2106